Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. Today, ugh, we've got a box from CGC. Let's take a look and see what we got inside. All right, so we got this box back here from CGC. Box got some modern books. Modern books now at CGC are on a 20-day turnaround time, which is incredibly fast. No need to do fast tracking on there. If you fast track it, it cuts the time in half. You're done in 10 days. But you're basically going a 45% increase in price to cut 10 days off. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. The weirdest part is it does still took them like 11 days or something to receive the books, but they got them done before 20 days was up, or business days. So that was good. All right, so let's get into these. Now, as usual, if you've never seen before, CGC does do a very good job packaging these. You get a submission here of books, about a dozen books, and this is inside this. They use this thick foam barrier, top, bottom, just totally encapsulated. The books are every two books, they have a cardboard insert in between to keep them from going around. And now they're using a really heavy 4 mil plastic bag, not a bag that you'd want to keep the books in. So probably, so in all likelihood, you're going to need to get your own graded comic book bags to keep them in. And that's just because if you don't put your books in bags, they'll rub together. And then they get scratches on the plastic and stuff. So if you're new to graded comic book collecting, there are comic book graded bags. Does seem kind of odd. I know, remember it did to me initially to get something that's take your comic book, encapsulate it in plastic, and then have to put that plastic in plastic to protect it. But unless you want a bunch of scratches on your slabs, that's just the way it is. You could use these, I suppose, but they just don't display very well. You can see that if you put this go. Oh, I just showed off what it is. All right, so here we go. This is Transformers number 8, the first full appearance of the Autobots, or Dinobots, rather. Um, this is a book I had in my PC for a while, and then I let it go in a mystery box, and then I happened to stumble across this newsstand version. I decided to pick it up. So I'll take a newsstand version, 8.5. That's good. I just want to have it. It's not about value. It's just about wanting to have it. Try to see what else is. What's in this? Ooh, oh my goodness! I don't know if you guys remember the Green Machine? Holy cow! This reminds me of my childhood right here. This was this and the Sidewinder was the other one, but this was like totally unique with the rear steering, and you use these levers to steer instead of the front wheel. It was so cool. Um, anyways, so this is, oh yes, oh nice. A little bit of a Newton ring, not much. Um, oh wow, I didn't see that tape pull, but so we got Shazam, issue 25. This is the first appearance of ISIS. So of course it's great. They say DC TV, all this stuff, and this is like, if you don't, I mean, in the 70s, 80s, this was 70s. Yeah, this was 70s. There was a Shazam show on TV. It was like Billy Batson rode around in a motorhome with a dirt bike on the back with some old guy. Anyways, ISIS shows up in there. They show up here. Bam, bam, ISIS. Shazam. An 8.5. Totally pumped on that. That book was so. I remember when I picked that book up, they expected it. The person I was selling that sold it was grading it out at like a 7.5, 7.75. So with good clean and press, that's great. Ooh, oh, I forgot I sent this in. Spider Gwen, number 1, came back 9.8. This is great. I love Spider Gwen. I didn't have this book. I actually acquired this copy raw recently from somebody because I didn't have one, of all things. Well, I got it from Kyle. Promiscuous Time Traveler. Because I didn't have one. I needed one. So I picked it up and sent it off. And of course, I forgot that I had one and sent it off. And then recently, Justin Birch, Justin Birch at Justin Birch, he's a letterer, but he was selling some books to fund going to on vacation with his family, and he offered up a copy of this that was already graded a 9.8 at a fair price, and I grabbed it, and so now I have two copies. So, but that's okay. That's not a bad problem to have. I might hang on to both of them, or I might give away one at the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. All right, so next up here, oh yeah, this is a beautiful book. This is another book that I picked up raw, and I had it pressed and cleaned. And of course, the man who does my pressing and cleaning is the Rogue Trader. You can visit the roguetraderutah.com, and through our partnership, if you use the code FATSTAX at checkout, you're going to get 20% off, and that includes his already discounted bundles. So you know, an 11 pack where he's got like a 10% or 15% discount on it already, you can apply my code and get an additional 20% off. And on top of that, no money comes back to me. Instead, we have it set up where every time the code is used, it contributes $10 to Comics Curing Cancer through the American Cancer Society. So it's a win-win for both. So anyways, so here's a book I picked up. This is a book I'm super happy. I think this needs to get a signature at some point, although this artist is really kind of charging a lot for his signatures, and he's kind of a hands-off commodity for right now, so I'll probably just keep it the way it is. This is Clayton Crane's take on Miles Morales Spider-Man #1 from the current production run. Or actually, I guess the run that just ended, because now they're kicking off another new volume. Anyways, great looking cover. Love that. Okay. Next up, I'm just looking at the backside here. The backside, we've got an ad for Harley Davidson motorcycles. And we got, oh yeah, another one. Another Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This is the volume before it. There you go. Beautiful. Get yourself a 9.8. Now, funny enough, if you still want to support Comics Curing Cancer, which we did this year, we'll raise $23,000. Amazing. Thank you for all of you guys who helped us do that. But if you're still thinking like, hey, I need to get somebody Christmas, I can't really contribute to Comics Curing Cancer, I wish I could do more, whatever else. Well, guess what? Fat Stacks merch. That's right, fatstacksmerch.com. You can get somebody some Fat Stacks merch for Christmas, and 100% of the proceeds from all Fat Stacks and OnlySlabs merch does go to Comics Curing Cancer. All right, next up. I feel like I'm a shill today, just hucking and chucking. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. So I've talked about this book several times. I picked up several copies. Recently, we just got a copy back from CBCS. This is beautiful. This is the Invaders Giant King Size Annual. This, of course, is the final Schomburg comic book cover he ever did. And there you got yourself Captain America punching a Nazi. I mean, if you don't have Captain America punching a Nazi in your collection, then are you even an American? I don't know. But this is just a beautiful book. Story from Avengers 71, told from the Invaders' point of view. Yellow Jacket Vision, Black Panther appearance, Alex Schomburg cover. Yeah, this is just 9.0 white pager. Oh man, makes me happy as all get out. Whew. Nice. All right, what's next? Ooh. Now, in her own magazine, TV's top heroine battles her deadliest foe. Now, I'm not sure if this was really the top heroine at the time, but whatever. Anyways, here we go. The mighty Isis. Yes, can Isis powers defeat the evil magic of Scarab? This is just like my childhood right here, man. I just love this. So awesome. An 8.5. This is some good, solid. I'm very happy with this. All right. Okay. Well, my eternal struggle with this book to try to get a 9.8 continues. Coming up shy just slightly there. Batman 666. The infamous Damian Wayne as Batman makes a deal with the devil, whatever, to be immortal, to continue on his work and watch over Gotham or something. I don't know. Anyway, so there we go. 9.6. First Damian Wayne as Batman. Also the first appearance of Professor Pig. There you go. That's solid. All right, a couple more books left. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. All right, so here is another Giant Size Invaders in an 8.5. So I got an 8.5 CBCS, an 8.5 CGC, and a 9.0 CGC. So I'm definitely going to take one of those 8.5s at least. Will definitely be I'm going to give away during the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. If you're not subscribed, take a look. Is the button? Do you need to click on that button? If you haven't, then please consider hitting it and being a member. All the money when we go get to our 1,000 subscriber and we're monetize the channel, all the money is going to comics curing cancer. Just the guy I am. All right, here's one of my favorite stories for Batman, and this is actually a what the story that hooked me and pulled me back in to comics to some degree. Batman New 52. This the Court of the Owl stuff. This was just such a great story. I would love to see the Court of Owls and stuff come to the big screen. That would be amazing. Good golly, Miss Molly. All right. We got next. Another one from there. That was issue 4. So here's issue 5. Not giving us any key. So I thought one of these was like the first. I thought 5 was like the first Talon. All right, last book, and then we are done here. This is first appearance of Harper Row, who would go on to become Bluebird. This is also from that on Batman number 7. This one came back in 9.4. But oh, there's a spine tick there. Some Newton rings again. I mean, I'll give you this. So CGC's Newton rings. I'll see if you can get it. You can see it here. It's not as bad as it used to be, but they still have issues with Newton rings, apparently. But this is at least a lot better than what it used to be. I mean, that's just almost comes across like color. It's not like before where it was just awful and you couldn't see the book at all behind it. So, all right, cool. So there you guys go, man. I'm really pumped about those Invaders books. Holy cow! And the ISIS. Come on, first appearance of ISIS and first solo ISIS. If you are my age and grew up in that time and was watching that stuff as a kid, that's just freaking awesome. Pure nostalgia. And that's what I love about collecting comics, man. Some of the stuff, the imagery and stuff just reminds me of my youth and stuff that you grew up with. And it's so much fun. And that's all I've got for you guys this time. Until next time, collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody else, including me. I mean, I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.